How's it going, people, and welcome back to the Spot Kick channel. And today what I've got for you guys is my Euro 2020 predictions. So we'll kick off in Group A, and I'm pretty sure everyone knows who will be the top of this group, and it's going to be Italy. They've got one of the best managers in the tournament. They've got good young players as well as good experienced players. So I'm pretty sure this group will be comfortable for them, and I think they'll win 2 games against Switzerland and Wales and then draw against Turkey. Now in second spot it will be Turkey, and I can't see them not finishing second really, because they can beat Switzerland and they can beat Wales. I reckon this is how it will go. I reckon they'll get a point against Switzerland and they'll get a win against Wales and finish second on 4 points. Now in third spot, it's pretty hard to determine who's going to finish third and fourth in this group, as Wales and Switzerland, as much as Switzerland seem like they should be a better team, it's closer than you probably think. However, I've gone for Switzerland in third, and the only reason I'm thinking this is because I think they can get a point against one of Italy or Turkey, and that will be the big thing if they get third or fourth. From Wales fourth, considering they had such a good Euro 2016, it's pretty disappointing that they're going to finish bottom of this group, in my opinion anyway. So we'll see what happens, but this is what I've gone for. Now for Group B, I think it's pretty straightforward that Belgium will win this group. They've got star power. They've got Kevin De Bruyne. They've got even Eden Hazard. And it's just going to be easy for them. All 3 wins, 9 points, easy group stage for Belgium. Now in second spot I've gone for Denmark, and Denmark are a rogue shout for a dark horse this tournament. They've got Kasper Schmeichel, who is one of the best keepers in the Premier League. They've got Christensen, they've got Eriksson, they've got Vass, they've got Anderson, Vestergaard, Dahlberg. They've got a ton of quality, and I think they could go far in this tournament. Now in third spot I've gone for Russia, and it's pretty, to put it simply, Finland are not going to finish third, because Finland are not going to win any games. So Russia finished third. And obviously, as you know, Finland finished fourth. That's my Group B. Now on to Group C. I put Netherlands first, but I think people are overrating Netherlands. They're without Van Dijk. They haven't got Ronald Koeman anymore. So I don't think it's going to be as easy as people think for them. I think they won't win every single fixture. I think Ukraine could beat them or could get a point against them. With that all said, I've put Netherlands top. If they can get Memphis Depay firing, it'll be pretty easy for them. They'll get about 7 points. In second spot, I've gone for Ukraine, and I've done this purely on the basis that Yarmolenko turns into Ronaldo every time he plays for Ukraine. It's really weird, because when he plays for West Ham, he can't hit a barn door, and he's the most one-footed player in the history. But for Ukraine, he just turns into some sort of god. Now, in third spot, I've gone for Austria. I don't want to hear all the North Macedonia bullshit, because let's be real, they're not going to finish third. They'll probably finish fourth and win, but they might get a point, maybe 0, who knows. But Austria third, North Macedonia fourth, and that's my Group C. Now for England's group, Group D, and as much as it pains me to say, because knowing who we will get if we top our group, I think England will top this group. They've got the best team there. They're one of the favourites to win the tournament. Well, we were until we had to play one of France, Portugal or Germany, which is just utter bullshit. But yeah, England first. I think we'll win 2 games and then draw against one of the Czech Republic or Scotland. In second spot I've gone for Croatia. They're the second best team there. World Cup 2018 finalists. Yeah, that's all I've got to say really. Croatia will finish second because Scotland are not better than Croatia. Now in first spot I've gone for Scotland, and Scotland actually don't have a bad team, and the results in recent weeks have actually been good. But yep, Scotland is in third place and the Czech Republic in fourth place. Thomas Tuchel might carry them to third. Vladimir Kufal might carry them to third. Who knows? But I think they'll finish fourth, purely because the rest of the team is not good enough. In Group B I've put Spain first, and I think they'll win this group very comfortably. And in fairness, Spain do have an underrated team. Do I think they'll win a tournament? No. Do I think they'll go far? Yes. They progress into the round of 16. 3 wins, 9 points. Easy group stage for them. Now, second spot is quite hard to call because you've got 3 similar level teams there. And Sweden, I think Sweden get there. I think Sweden get there. My gut says Sweden get there, so I'm going to say Sweden. In first spot, I've gone for Poland. They've got Lewandowski. They're better than Slovakia. Slovakia finished fourth, Poland finished third, and now on to Group F. So the Group of Death, this is so hard to call because you've got 3 amazing teams and Hungary. Hungary, I feel so bad for Hungary. They've got possibly the worst outcome they could have possibly ever got. They're going to go out, so the only decision I can make right now is Hungary finishing fourth. I think France win it. I think France do win it. I think they've got the quality over Portugal and Germany. They've got the star power over them with Karim Benzema coming in. They've got Mbappe. even the defence is unbelievable with Kimpembe. You got Varane, you've got Hernandez, you've got Pavard, Kante as well. Like, he's been unbelievable this year. Won the Champions League with Chelsea. Pogba, it's such a big tournament for Pogba. Just all around the pitch, they've got quality, and it's hard to say they won't finish first. And I think they go deep. I think they win the tournament, to be honest. Now, my second spot is so hard to call, but I've made the decision and I've gone for Portugal. I think they've got the depth over Germany. Germany have an unbelievable team as well as Portugal do. However, Portugal, with the quality they possess and the depth they've got, and I think they've got a better defence as well, I think Portugal nick second. So first spot I've gone for Germany, and that doesn't say they won't go far in the tournament, because they will definitely be one of the best third place teams. However, I just can't see them getting in front of Portugal or France. So this is probably one of the hardest predictions you can make, and it's the 4 best third place teams, and it should be pretty straightforward. However, I've gone for Germany, Scotland, Russia and Switzerland. I think Scotland will get 4 points. I reckon they'll get a draw against Croatia and they'll beat the Czech Republic. Now Germany, I think they'll get 3 points against Hungary. That's pretty much a written. But will they get a point against one of Portugal or France? I cannot see that happening, to be honest. I think Portugal beat them and France smash them. But they'll get 3 points. I'm going to put them in there anyway. For Russia, I reckon Russia will beat Finland convincingly and get a point against Denmark. Now for Switzerland, I think they'll get 3 points against Wales. So Switzerland, Russia, Scotland and Germany, they're my 4 best third place teams. So now here is where it starts to get interesting. You've got the round of 16. The first round of 16 game is Belgium v Scotland. And I think Belgium win that convincingly. They're ranked first in the world for a reason. It's pretty disappointing for Scotland, considering I'd like to see them progress further into the quarterfinals and the semi-finals, like a pretty similar story to Wales in 2016. However, when you come up against a team like Belgium, I think it's pretty hard to say that you're going to progress after that. Belgium win that, to the quarterfinals they go. Now Italy-Ukraine is the second round of 16 game, and I think that is a pretty similar story to the last one, and Italy just had way too much quality for Ukraine, and I think they progressed into the quarterfinals to play Belgium. Now like the last 2 fixtures, France v Russia, that's just France win that, there's no way they don't. France progress through to the quarterfinals. Now Croatia-Sweden, I think here's where we get a repeat of the 2018 World Cup final. France will play Croatia in the quarterfinals as Croatia will beat Sweden. Croatia have too much for Sweden, and as much as Sweden have a good team, I think they just don't have enough to beat Croatia. Spain v Switzerland, Spain win this. Like I said for the last 4, they've just got too much for them, and Spain will dominate Switzerland and they will win that convincingly. Through to the quarterfinals, Spain go. Well, here's the hardest game to predict so far, and that's England v Portugal. And this is so hard purely because my gut says Portugal win this. I don't think England will beat Portugal, especially if you don't have Harry Maguire and Jordan Henderson. I just can't see us beating Portugal, and that's such a shame because that means they will be exiting the tournament in the round of 16, which is an early exit and a big disappointment. Oh, it pains me to say it, and I really want to say England progress through to the quarterfinals, but I'm going to go with my gut. I think Portugal beat us and progress through to the quarterfinals instead of us. Now another hard game to predict is Netherlands vs Germany. That's exactly what we've got here. So I think Germany win that. I think they've got a bit more depth than Netherlands, and Netherlands without Van Dijk, I think Germany just have way too much for them, to be honest. And I think tactically they're outperforming, and I think Germany do progress through to the quarterfinals. Now with Turkey-Denmark, and this is a very interesting game. On paper, there's not a ton of quality there, but it's going to be a fascinating watch if it happens, as my predictions say so. I think Denmark win that. I think Denmark just nip it. I think they've got quality all over the pitch that perhaps Turkey don't have. Turkey do have a good defence, and they do have a couple of good attackers. They've got Yilmaz, who won the league with Lille. They've got Çalhanoğlu, but Denmark, they've got that quality everywhere rather than in patches. So that's why I think Denmark take that. So on to the quarterfinals. We've got Belgium-Italy as the first game. This is a fascinating watch, but I'm going to say Italy win it. I think they've got that bit of an edge over Belgium. Belgium, as much as they've got their star power in De Bruyne, you've got your Eden Hazard, you've got Carrasco, Tielemans, you've got all the quality players which they possess. I think Italy just have more of a team than Belgium, and having a better manager in Mancini, I just can't see Belgium winning this. So Italy progress through to the semi-finals for me. Now for the repeat of the World Cup final in 2018, France vs Croatia. Now this is very straightforward, just going to get out of the way, France win this convincingly. Another fascinating game in Spain vs Portugal, and I think Portugal nip it. They've got quality everywhere, let's be real, and the midfield, the attack, the defence is all better. They've got star power in Ronaldo, you've got Fernandes, you've got Andre Silva, you've got so many goals in this Portugal team that I just can't see Spain beating them. Germany-Denmark is actually a decent game in fairness. However, given the fact that Germany finished third in their group, I think they'll want to progress further in the tournament now they've got the chance to. So Denmark loses, I think Germany win it, but it'll be a lot closer than people think. So now for the semi-finals, I think the first game we've got is Italy-France, and I think France, like I've said it already, and I can't see France losing, and I say that to any team. I can't see France losing to any team in this tournament unless they have a bad day, which rarely happens, so I just can't see anything like that possibly happening. Italy are a good side, and I think I'll make it hard for France. That'll be France's hardest game yet for sure. But I think France progress through to the final for the second time running. They obviously won the World Cup as well. They're just dominating European football and world football. The second semi-final game is another fascinating watch though, Portugal vs Germany, and I've gone for Portugal, and my gut says Portugal purely because I think they've got quality everywhere, and Germany don't have quality everywhere. And another thing Portugal does have over Germany is depth in every position. You've got Cristiano Ronaldo starting up front, and behind him you've got Andre Silva with 28 goals. And there's just so much quality all over the pitch, and so much goals all over the pitch for Portugal that I can't see them losing to Germany. I need to mention the fact that Germany will get to the semi-finals in my predictions over England when they finished third in their group and England topped it. That is mental. Now the all-important match, France vs Portugal for the second Euros run-in. And will we see a repeat in 2016? I don't think so. Since 2016, France have just gained so much quality with the... You got... Like I say it every time I talk about them, but I'm going to say it again. Kante wins them this tournament. Any team with Kante in it is more likely to win a tournament than not. And that's a rough statement, but I just think that's so true. And the way Kante is playing at the moment, winning Chelsea the Champions League, probably being the best player on that pitch on the day, and for the last 3 months he's just been the best player in the world. I think France win the whole thing, and I've said this every single time, but no one beats France in this tournament. It's so hard to beat a team like that with so much depth and so much quality. Like almost every position they've got a star player and a world-class player, and that is just mental. That they're going to dominate. They're going to win the Euros. That's the second international competition they've won in a row. France win the Euros. So we have 3 more predictions left, and that is the Golden Boot, Player of the Tournament, and Young Player of the Tournament. For the Golden Boot, I've gone for Karim Benzema because France are going to go so long in the tournament, and they've got fairly easy round of 16, quarterfinals, and semi-final games. Well, for their quality, I mean. I think Karim Benzema will get a lot of goals in that period. They're going to go all the way to the final in my prediction, so I think Karim Benzema tops the goal scoring charts for me. Now for the Player of the Tournament, I've gone for Kylian Mbappe. He's one of the best players in the world. France's best player, very arguably their best player. I think he'll play a key role in them winning the Euros, so I can't see anyone else but him winning it. Now as much as it is boring for the Young Player of the Tournament, I think it's going to be Kylian Mbappe. Who else would it be but him, to be honest? Like, he's so good. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. That is my Euro 2020 prediction. Let me know what you think down below. Let me know who you think will win the tournament, who your Young Player of the Tournament is, etc. Just let me know down in the comments. If you could drop a like and subscribe, that would mean a lot to me. Anyway, like I said, thank you for watching and goodbye.